just as far as the team goes, health-wise, how is everything looking as far as that?
Good, good. The only, Raul won't be involved. Obviously, his knee is still bad. Brodilio is still recovering from the hamstring injury, but everybody else is very healthy.
And then as far as strategy goes for Sunday, it's basically if you don't get a blowout loss, then you're in. So is there any strategy as far as?
No, we want to continue to win games. I've gone on the record many times that this club has always put importance in every tournament that we enter, and that's going to stay the same. I think, some of the nuances of your question during Open Cup, some of those early round games, these games are important, but we're going to put a team out there that's going to try and win the game because that's most important. We want to win the group.
Jose, go
ahead. Coach, you get an opportunity to go up against a club that you guys are unfamiliar with, but that also gives you the opportunity to get your players excited about not only performing but showcasing themselves to another market. How much emphasis do you put in that?
I like the fact that this tournament has Liga MX and MLS teams. I love playing against different opponents. It's not that we don't like playing against Portland or Vancouver or LAFC or some of the big games that we play across, even East Coast teams, you could say, are enjoyable sometimes. You don't get to see them that often. But playing against Necaxa, I think it's going to be exciting for the players. It's exciting for myself to match against Eduardo and see what his team brings, and we'll be ready for him.
And my next question is for Pedro. Pedro, you are now getting back into the swing of things. You're getting more minutes. How exciting is it for you to know that you now get to play in front of not only your home crowd but a host of other fans from another league that are going to put eyes on you?
Bob, go ahead with the translation.
I understand.
You understand?
Pedro, pregunta para ti. Ahora que está de vuelta, jugando más minutos, ¿cuál es la motivación de estar delante de los fanáticos y de vuelta en una liga distinta?
Bueno, obviamente que contento, primero por estar de vuelta en la cancha y sumar minutos. Otra vez vamos a jugar en casa, que eso también es importante. Ya son varios partidos que venimos jugando de local y la verdad para mí también es muy bueno porque está bueno conocerme más con la gente y también creo que en este momento es muy importante conocerme con mis compañeros y entender bien la idea de lo que me plantea el cuerpo técnico, lo que me plantean mis compañeros. Creo que cada vez me voy conociendo más en los entrenamientos, en los partidos y cada vez lo puedo disfrutar más.
In English?
I'm so happy to say again the field.
There you go.
Obviously very happy to be back on the pitch for minutes. It's also very important to be playing at home. We've been in this sequence playing a few matches at home, which helps me to connect with the fans and also get to know my teammates, get to understand the coach staff expects from me, and I expect to enjoy this one more match.
Go back to Jada for the follow-up.
Pedro, as far as your game goes, what do you feel is the last piece maybe that you need to have in order to have a little good chemistry with everybody else?
Jada, I apologize. I couldn't hear that. Could you repeat, please?
Thank you. Well, I was saying, Pedro, as far as your game goes, what do you feel is the last piece, or is there a last piece that you need to have really good chemistry with the rest of your teammates?
Chemistry.
Thank you, Jada. I apologize. Pedro, ahora con respecto a tu manera de jugar, ¿hay alguna cosa que está faltando, alguna pieza que te falta para jugar bien, estar conectado con tus compañeros y todo esto?
No, yo creo que no, que es, obviamente, me voy conociendo cada vez más con mis compañeros y también es un tiempo que hacía mucho que no jugaba y cada vez me voy sintiendo mejor y eso me hace sentir bien y Creo que bueno, el último partido fue un gran partido de todos, creo que hicimos un gran trabajo en general y bueno, esperemos seguir de esa manera y creo que es eso, nada más, seguir jugando, seguir sumando minutos y tratar de dar lo mejor en cada ocasión.
Okay. I believe that that's actually not even the case. It's like more of a matter of like knowing, getting to know my teammates. I've been having more time to play. I wasn't playing for long, but now I already feel better for adding those minutes. Last match, for example, the team did great work. So continuing like this, playing more and adding minutes.
I will go to one more from Jose before tossing over to you for some Zoom questions, Bob.
I'll be doing this in Spanish. Pedro, se te encuentra agarrando minutos, se te encuentra agarrando el fútbol, de comenzar que te llega lo que te gusta de tu profesión. Se te ha visto que has cambiado mucho, que estás más feliz, se te ve en las prácticas, en los entrenamientos, se te ve cómo te convivas con tus compañeros. ¿Qué fue lo más difícil en ese tiempo que no podías jugar para que ahora agarras y dices, esto no quiero llegar a ese lugar otra vez, quiero que me salga esto mejor? ¿Y cómo te va la afición?
Pedro, if you want to answer, then Bob can translate after.
Okay. Sí, creo que bueno, las lesiones a veces no ayudaron a que sea más rápida la adaptación. Sí que cada vez me siento muy bien, me siento feliz en el club, con mis compañeros, en el vestuario, en cada entrenamiento. Y eso después obviamente se ve reflejado en la cancha. La verdad que estoy muy contento, estoy feliz en la ciudad, me siento cómodo. Creo que también eso es importante más allá del fútbol, sentirte bien afuera. Y bueno, obviamente me llevó un tiempo, pero ahora la verdad que estoy disfrutando y estoy feliz con eso. Y bueno, obviamente que el jugar ayuda mucho más, pero bueno, es seguramente también consecuencia de todo lo demás. Así que es un poco eso y seguir de esta manera, seguir disfrutando y creo que vamos en buen camino, creo que los resultados se están viendo. Fue un arranque difícil para todos y creo que cada vez, digamos, cada paso fue positivo y eso es lo importante.
Bob, are you ready?
Yep. So the question was, now that you've been playing more, one can see that you seem happier during matches, during practices on the pitch. Tell us what was the hardest part of that period not playing, and how do you feel now, this connection with fans? The answer. I believe it all helps. It all helps now. In the beginning, the injuries, those did not help a fast adaptation. But now I feel better. I feel much happier. Teammates, feeling the environment of the locker room, and this all reflects in the pitch and the way that I play. I'm also very happy with the city. Important as well, aside from playing soccer itself. So I'm enjoying, I'm having a good time, I'm happy. Obviously that playing more helps as well. The consequence of these many things that come together. So that's the point. Continue to enjoy, continue on this good path that we are. The results started in the beginning, at the start. We had a harder path, but now we are in this mode, and all I want is to be able to play and enjoy.
Alrighty, Bob.
Enjoy.
I'll let you field some questions
Enjoy.
via Zoom before we circle back for some final follow-ups.
Ahora es trabajo. Good trabajo. It's a good job. It's a very good job.
We'll take some questions here in Zoom. We'll start with Masvira. Please, Masvira, take it away.
Yes, thank you. Hey, Brian, I'm just the difficult task you'll have tomorrow. Normally, this is an attacking team, and they've had a couple disappointing results. I mean, but obviously they need 4 goals, and they're going to come out attacking. And I just wonder if you can talk about the discipline and what it'll take to kind of contain a very attacking style team.
Yeah. They understand, we understand, everybody understands the math that's needed to go through in the group. We expect them to come out to try and win the game. So we'll be ready for that. It's our normal stuff, Maz. I think we'll defend well, active defending. We won't be afraid to press in the right moments. I think we're at home. We want to entertain our fans. So I don't think there's going to be too much changes to what we do. We want to go out there and try and establish our style of play against them. So we'll see who wins that battle in the first 15, 20 minutes.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach. I'll give the word now to Nico Moreno.
Thank you. I have two questions, one for Pedro, one for Brian. Pedro, ¿cuál es el balance de el modelo de juego que tiene Seattle Sounders y a lo mejor las necesidades de que tú te mantengas en ciertos bolsillos de espacio bajo tu posición y tu estilo, tu creatividad, la forma en la que tú gravitas constantemente al esférico y quieres tener el balón? ¿Cuál es ese balance de entender un poco lo que quiere Brian en la parte de táctica y tu modelo y tu estilo creativo para que amplifique lo que tú haces bien?
Bueno, yo creo que es un equipo que viene trabajando hace mucho tiempo de una manera y lo hace muy bien. Creo que es un equipo que tiene la posesión de la pelota, es un equipo agresivo y rápido en los contragolpes también. Eso creo que es nuestro fuerte. Y de mi forma, nada, escuchar, a veces tener más paciencia, a veces yo quiero tener la pelota y hay momentos en que tengo que dejar espacio también para mis compañeros y estar paciente. Pero es algo también que lo he trabajado con distintos entrenadores en Argentina y creo que es un poco eso, creo que la idea está clara y con respecto a mi juego es solamente seguir lo que me indique el entrenador y obviamente como yo me entienda con mis compañeros. Hay veces que tengo que dejar espacio y hay otras veces que los tengo que atacar, o sea, son distintas, obviamente es táctico, pero la verdad que me siento muy bien con el equipo, me siento muy bien con la idea y eso me deja muy tranquilo, no me siento incómodo de ninguna manera.
A question. Pedro, tell us a little bit about this balance, this equilibrium between the play style of the team, of the Sound, and your style when it comes to your creativity with the ball and also playing the tactical role of leaving spaces for the team to play their style. Well, the team has worked this way for a while already, and it works well. The team likes to keep possession of the ball. It's aggressive. It's fast on the counter attacks. Those are our strengths. So when it comes to my way, it's important for me to listen, to be patient. At times I will want the ball for my teammates. Same way, I've worked like that with coaches in Argentina, so I'm used to that. The idea is very clear in my mind, and I'll play like the coach guides. And also it's important for me to connect with my teammates to understand this balance between space and having the ball. All in all, I feel very good, and I'm not uncomfortable with this at all.
And Brian, I show one for you. I just wanted to ask you about, I was looking over the numbers and I was kind of impressed to see, or maybe surprised to see that Guillermo Gomez-Andrade had reached 157 games in all competitions for the Sounders. And I want to just get your take on, what he's done and him getting to that marker beyond 150 games.
It's good. It's good. It's very good. 157 mostly quality games is what I would say. He's been a tremendous player in our league, tremendous player for the Seattle Sounders, and we're happy that we took a trip to Argentina to watch him play. It was enjoyable.
Thank you.
I'll give one more here in Zoom, this time to Felipe Maqueda. Felipe, please go ahead.
Thank you. Coach Brian and Pedro, thank you for your time. La pregunta para Pedro. Pedro, ¿crees tú que le has quedado de ver a la afición de Seattle? Desafortunadamente las lesiones no te han permitido mostrarte como tú quisieras. ¿Crees que lo que queda de la liga y este torneo de League Cup te van a dar la oportunidad de mostrarte y de un modo resarcir a la afición?
Yo creo que falta mucho, que queda una parte muy importante o lo más importante del año. Creo que hay varias definiciones de distintos campeonatos y eso es muy importante para el club. Y es eso, jugar, tratar de dar lo mejor siempre y seguir trabajando como lo hice hasta ahora. Obviamente que no era como yo me lo esperaba desde un principio, pero la vida te pone a veces estas situaciones, estas circunstancias y creo que también en lo personal son cosas que te fortalecen, así que desde ese lado estoy tranquilo, no creo deberle nada a nadie, simplemente tratar de dar lo mejor de mi parte hasta fin de año y, nada, tengo esperanza, fe que todo va a estar bien. Gracias también a toda la gente que me acompaña día a día, a todos mis compañeros y a toda la gente del club.
The question, how have you been seeing the fans and of course the injuries possibly did not give you the chance to show them the football that you wanted to show the way that you wanted? Do you believe that what's left from the league and from this League's Cup, would those give you the chance to show more? The answer. Look, I believe there is plenty of time. The most important part of the year is still to come. The club is playing very important to the club. I'll continue to play. I'll continue to give my best. I'll continue to do the work like I've been doing. And look, it's maybe not exactly how I would have expected, but sometimes life gives you these types of circumstances that also strengthen someone on the personal level. And so I'm calm. I know that I don't owe anything, and I'll still keep giving my best to the end of the year. And I have the faith, the confidence, and I'm grateful of the chance that I'll have. And I'm also thanking the people who have been around me, supporting me, and in the club as well.
La siguiente pregunta para el entrenador Brian Schmetzer. Entrenador Brian, se maneja que los equipos mexicanos están en desventaja porque tienen que viajar de un lado a otro a entrenar en canchas que no son de ellos, en canchas sintéticas en algunos casos. ¿Cree que eso sea una ventaja que tenga que incurrir en el juego para que sea ventajoso para los equipos de la Major League Soccer? Gracias.
Coach, one could say that the Mexican teams have a disadvantage for the fact that they, in this league, for the fact that they have to travel, they have to train in the fields that are not their home fields. Sometimes they have to play in turf, practice in turf. Do you think that that's an advantage that the MLS teams need to capitalize?
Sure, I think it is, Felipe. It's similar to when we started, some of our Champions League tournaments, when we would be coming right out of preseason and having to play certain games. Now, Liga MX, I think Necaxa has 4 games under their belt, 5 now with the game against Minnesota. So it is challenging. It's challenging from a sporting perspective. It's also challenging from a human perspective to be away from home, away from your family, stuff like that. So we understand that. But that's the way the tournament is set up. And we are going to try and take advantage of that. I mean, we love playing in front of our home fans. So it's good for us. It's definitely an advantage.
Look, I think it is. Some of that you can even argue that when we play Champions League, playing right off the bat, right after our preseason.
En español.
En español, Bob.
Gracias. Did I start repeating well, Brian?
Yes, exactly what I said.
Gracias thank you for reminding me. Sí, pienso que sí. En algunos momentos puedes decir que cuando jugamos la Champions League es casi el invierno que tenemos que jugar al principio de nuestra temporada, y ahora sí puede ser una desventaja para los equipos de México, no solamente sobre el punto de vista de deporte, pero también sobre el punto de vista humano, por estar en lejos ahí de sus familias. Y sí, bueno, sí tenemos esta ventaja, y esta es la manera como el campeonato, esta liga está formada, y vamos a intentar tomar ventaja de esto. Nos gusta mucho jugar enfrente con nuestros fanáticos, y vamos a intentar sacar ventaja de esto.
Alrighty, I think we'll circle back for one more follow-up each in the room. Jada, go ahead, and then Jose, you can close us out.
Pedro, you had mentioned being comfortable or liking the city too. I wanted to ask, did you actually move into the same building as Leo too, and what have you been able to do around the city that you've liked?
I know you like this.
Bob, did you get that?
Pedro, dijiste que estás acostumbrando, empezando le gustar más la ciudad, y escucho también que está viviendo ahora en el mismo edificio donde están otros jugadores como Leo y todo. Cuéntanos un poco de cómo es esta adaptación y cómo está gustando la ciudad.
No, bueno, no vivo en el mismo edificio que Leo, pero no, nuestra vida es una vida de profesionalismo, también obviamente se basa mucho en el descanso, en la buena alimentación, todas esas cosas también son importantes. Después obviamente que el clima ayuda, estamos en verano y quizá la verdad que la ciudad está hermosa, pero obviamente que nada, en la semana uno entrena, descansa y se prepara para el otro día, no hay mucho más que eso, pero nada, creo que la adaptación va en parte a todo lo demás también, en parte a empezar a sentirte cómodo en tu propia casa, en tu propio hogar, y empezar a conocer, a tener buenas relaciones también fuera de lo profesional que ayudan un montón.
Not that I'm living in the same building as Leo, but look, all this is important. There's not much more to do when it comes down to playing, you know. Sometimes it's a matter of like resting and getting good nutrition. The climate now is also helping because we're in the summer, the city is really beautiful. And as I said, you know, many times life of a professional player is to train, then rest, and not much more than that. But all in all, I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling the connection with the city. I'm feeling connection with the teammates. Building these types of relationships, they're all very useful and very helpful.
Jose, why don't you close us out?
Gentlemen, Seafarers going on tomorrow, Mariners are playing, Sounders are playing. It's an exciting weekend in Seattle. How much pride do you guys take to know that you are the nightcap of that amazing day in the city, and not just from a city pride perspective, but from the fact that you guys are providing a quality product to an already really strong offering for the city?
What I would say about that is, growing up in Seattle, Seafair was a big part of, our summers. I don't know if he's experienced the Blue Angels or the Pirates and, any of the parades, all of that sort of stuff. But it is a big weekend, and the Mariners are doing well. We're doing better. What I would say is I hope that the fans do come out and support us. I think they're going to see a young man who's growing. You hear his answers here. He's very well spoken. I'm never going to put him in a box. to Nico's question there. I mean, what he has to understand is, yes, the tactics of the team, but we want people to come and see Pedro play and dribble and be excited. We did the same with Clint. We did the same with Nico, Raul, even Leo Chu. I mean, I wanna let the players be who they are and try and entertain our fans. That's important to us. So I hope that they have enough energy to go through the whole weekend, Jose. And it's a great place to be in the summertime. It's our home, Seattle.